Going in, Coliseum, Rome. People getting eaten by lions and shit. So you two just like started this new thing where you have to like, whenever you upload videos now, like you have to put how inappropriate you think your video is for advertisers. So it says swearing, how much, violence, how much, nudity, how much, controversial issues, how much. But it's pretty intimidating because they say like, you know, you only get one chance to rate yourself. So I think then they rate you based on how accurate your own self-rating has been. It makes sense. You do swear a lot, but you keep checking off the box, no swearing or light, they're gonna find out about it and probably, I would guess, means less advertiser. I don't know. So you have to review your own video and you have to honestly comment on how appropriate and inappropriate you honestly think it is. It did say though that they're going to be more advertisers and stuff with a little more profanity. I can say things like ass and maybe, now that'll make people want to buy Italian stuff or whatever's in my video. But look at this, I mean, geez. Gladiator is like one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. I remember from being in Italy before, about 15 years ago, seeing the floor, how it looks, because the floor is removed, obviously, and this is what was beneath the floor. I mean, this right here, right? This is like the first sporting arena. If you're any kind of sports fan in the US and you love stadiums, you gotta come here and see this. Do you know that's what this is called? A assemblage of blocks. This is actually called and it looks artistic. In case you didn't know what that is, that's the technical word is a statue in the English dictionarial. On the top of the Coliseum, like up there, like way up, there were these statues on every single arch that are not there anymore. Maybe this could be like a remnant of that. Look up Gladiator on YouTube. Probably the first thing you'll see is the shot of the Coliseum. And I think in that movie, they've showed it restored with the statues where they would have been. So you see how like there's statues in all of them. Obviously statues are a lot more brittle than the actual structure. Makes sense why they're not there right now. Oh, that's cool. That's a painting from like what, 1700 or something, 1680. To people that we consider lived a long time ago, like say Mozart in the 1700s, George Washington, Ben Franklin, this was old to them. When Shakespeare came along, he came along 2,000 years after this was built. You know the oldest paintings that you'll see in museums of like Jesus from like 1300, those were around and painted about 1,500 years after where I'm standing right now. I mean, it's just crazy how old this place is. People think the Beatles is old. I mean, this place right here is older than Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. That doesn't put it in perspective. I don't know what will. So this, kind of like graffiti?
Like graffiti.
Like graffiti, right. So he carved his...
You cannot do now.
Yes. Really, I can't?
No.
If I pay you 50 euros, I can't put Ben was here over there.
No, you're going to jail.
Darn it! I would imagine it's hard to stop people from doing that, you know, because...
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a huge monument, so... But now it's
right.
more control.
So a good way to get people to stop doing it is to put on display right here a famous person who did do it. God damn it, whenever I see Conan O'Brien going on places like this and making jokes like that, everybody laughs. The dude doesn't just turn away in severe disgust and disdain. It's not easy to figure out how you get into this place. So Pompeii is gonna be a place I might visit when I'm here. In case you don't know, Pompeii was it was a city that was destroyed by a volcano in like 300 or like 100 AD. The lava from the volcano, or something about the rocks, or I think it's called pumice is the kind of rock anyway, preserved everything exactly like it was back then. Well, there's a Pompeii exhibit at the Coliseum. I don't really get this, but it looks pretty cool. Yup. This is probably a sign from God that this is the girl I'm supposed to marry. Wow, this is so crazy. Just gotta imagine, like, I don't know, 10,000 people around here chanting as gladiatorial matches took place. It'd be really cool if I could just be 7 feet tall, just for like the next 30 seconds. You got to imagine 2, slaves get thrown out onto the floor down here, looking around, and then like 5 lions get released. You know what? I don't want to go there either. Hey, so heading out of the Coliseum right now and going over to the Roman Forum, which is not one structure, but it is several, just kind of a lot of random remnants of different Roman buildings. Who wouldn't want to be like Caesar? You know, those pictures of him spread out on some kind of extremely luxurious couch getting fed from some, I don't know, what word can I use that's not going to get me accused of being sexist? Polite woman feeding him grapes. There was a South Park episode where they made fun of Game of Thrones. The running gag was it would always be like strolling through a garden while talking about who they're gonna backstab and people pretending to be friends, but really they're enemies walking through the garden. And this is like that garden. Oh, and there's like nobody here. There's no one here because of COVID. I have this Roman garden to myself. There's nobody here. Empty. Empty. That was pretty creepy too. There's no one here. I had a very famous TikTok video. And by famous, it means that I got 10,000 views, which is not famous at all. But anyway, where I just like went to the middle of LA during the quarantine at like 4 a.m. and I just shouted, "There's no one here." I really want to do that now. But there are some people here, that's the difference. Also, this is Europe, a place of culture. It's like you could get arrested for just being too loud. This is the Basilica Di Francesca something. We're gonna go inside. Temperature check, okay.
Grazie.
The door was open, I thought we could. This is not for tourists. Whoops. So this kind of a situation has happened a lot of times in my life. Where, I mean, obviously, anyone in my shoe, oh, it does say right there, staff only. Okay, well, I'm an asshole. You know what I'm looking forward to tonight? It's gonna be awesome. Tonight's the splurge Italian dinner night, baby. That's right. Going to Italian restaurant in Rome, getting the appetizer, whatever it's called, the antipasti, the first course, the second course spaghetti, the third course meat, the fourth course whatever. I'm gonna take a long ass time doing it, because that's what it's about. You savor meals here. You don't just take 6 Big Macs and shove it down your throat, or 7. And in 15 minutes, you're ready to go upstairs and have some average sex with your wife and go to bed. No, fuck that. Fuck that. What I don't get though, these Italians are some rich mofos are rich. You're spending $18 per plate at these restaurants here, even the ones not in the tourist area. $18 appetizer, $20 spaghetti, $22 third course. You're with a group of people, $300 bottle of wine. How do these Italians afford to eat like that all the time? You get the best food, coffee from the little places on the outside that the tourists don't go to. That's the best, and no tour guide book will tell you that. You have to be a little adventurous and open-minded to be like that, though. And some people can't do that. Who's awesome? You're fucking awesome. Look at you. You're a bald Fabio. This undone. You're raw animal sexuality. Raw animal sexuality. Why are you raw animal sexuality? Because you were just fucking born that way. Now go out and conquer. And shit.